Greetings, citizens, and welcome back to the Hidden Dagger Inn. If there's one mistake new adventurers make, it's believing that raw skill alone is going to carry them. Skill does matter, but reflexes, positioning, and decision making, those are what are going to separate the survivors from the corpses. But Quinfall is not a duel fought in a vacuum. It's a world that measures your preparation. And if your gear isn't keeping pace with your mastery, the game will quietly and efficiently remind you who is really in control. This is where the enhancement system comes in. It's not just a side system. Enhancement is the spine of Quinfall's power curve. It's the difference between feeling sharp or feeling brittle, between thriving with your high-end content and wondering why every fight in the arena feels like an uphill battle, even when you believe you're playing perfectly. Quinfall's star-based enhancement system doesn't just reward your commitment, it's going to expect it. Every star that you put on your gear is going to show you tangible power, but every failure is going to teach you that RNG is not always on your side. Quinfall's star-based enhancement system doesn't just reward your commitment, it's going to expect it. Every star that you put on your gear is going to show you tangible power, but every failure is going to teach you that RNG is not always on your side. So every material that you gather, every reward you get from the arena, and every token you exchange is another brick laid towards your gear goals. And that's why I'm bringing up this system, because along with so many other important systems that Quinfall has, this one especially is non-negotiable. So today's video, I'm going to try to break down exactly how Quinfall's enhancement system works, to give you, the player, the basic knowledge of what to look for. Now, if you want every nerdy mathematical details, you're going to have to find another nerd, because I'm just here to try to make you aware of the systems that Quinfall has, and how you can consistently fund your upgrades through the dungeons, the daily profession token exchanges, and if you want your skill to actually matter in late game, this is the knowledge that you cannot afford to skip. Because in Quinfall, talent opens the door, but gear decides who walks through it. Before we jump in, I want to give credit where credit is due. I've had a lot of help learning this system and many others from my good friends, and this one in particular was my friend and guildmate Comfy. With how many interconnected systems that Quinfall throws at you, I honestly don't know how I could get through these videos without the help of great friends and guildmates, breaking things down for me, helping me test, and sharing their knowledge. And while I'm at it, speaking of guilds, if you're looking for one, hit that O button in-game and apply to Aura. If you love PvP and want to be part of a coordinated team, come check us out. Look for Strixon and bug him. So here's how enhancement system works in Quinfall. It revolves around the 5-star progression system tied directly to your gear's power. Every weapon, every piece of armor, and every accessory starts at 0 stars. It can be enhanced up to 5, with each star providing a meaningful increase to its stats. Enhancement just isn't a single roll of the dice. Each successful attempt fills a star, and before you click Enhance, you'll be able to see exactly what the outcome will be if it succeeds. As stars increase, the success rate drops, and that's where preparation really becomes the real skill check here. If you fail a roll and you've gotten enough stars, it'll clearly state that the item could be destroyed. So take it slow and make sure that you're not spam clicking. And just for science for this video, I destroyed a sword just for you guys. Each player is going to have to decide what success threshold they feel comfortable with. When it comes to wanting to use the terror protection cards, which I'll talk about later. Personally, if I had a 99% chance, I'd roll the 1%. I have that bad of luck, so I might use them more often than most. The maximum weapon enhancement level in Quinfall is plus 15, so even though you see 5 stars, it's important to know that they'll have different colors. The first 5 will be yellow, the second 5 will be blue, and the last 5 will be red. If you see an item with 5 red enhancement stars, that is going to be a very badass weapon. And if you see said weapon, I would run immediately. That being said, reaching plus 15 is going to require substantial investment. Success rates are going to drop dramatically beyond plus 10, and each attempt becomes increasingly risky and very expensive because you're adding in the factor of terror cards as well. Most players are probably going to aim for plus 10 to +7 as a realistic and balanced goal. As you get up to star 3, you're going to want to look at using some enhancement charms. For weapons, the best ones you can use that give you a 20% increased chance are the legendary nebula crystals. Then for armor, you have the star scrolls, which also give 20% boost, and accessories use the meteor spirits for also 20%. As you push farther along, the odds are not in your favor. And if you care about the item that you're enhancing, I highly recommend that you use a tarot card. These can be earned in game for 30,000 action coins, which you can obtain through PvP and PvE systems such as arenas, world bosses, and dungeons. I'd personally like to see the cost of these come down a bit. I know they're very powerful, but 30,000 feels a little bit excessive. Somewhere between 15 to 20k range would feel more reasonable. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or if you like the price point where it is. The other option, of course, is purchasing them through V-Coins, which right now are on a 70% sale. So if this is a system that you're interested in, now would be a great time to pick those up, which are non-tradable and only limited to one purchase a week. Now, to obtain the enhancement materials that you're going to need, you're going to want to run dungeons daily. You also want to take advantage of the tokens earned from town gatherers like the miner and the lumberjacking, the fishing NPCs. Simply walk around and go up to them and interact with them by hitting T. Give them the low-level materials they ask for in exchange for the tokens, and then rinse and repeat every day. This is a mechanic that many players just completely miss. So if that player is you, start hunting these down and stacking those tokens now. It's also important to remember that you do these enhancements yourself. You can do this either at the house that you received through the story quest or a free-form building that you've placed using an altar. Once you've placed your stations, just keep in mind you'll need to visit the construction vendor in town and build the specific station that you're looking for, or purchase one directly off the marketplace. And speaking of marketplace, here's a small but powerful tip. If you're in a town that has a marketplace, you can just simply hit tab and open up the marketplace from anywhere in that town. You don't need to run back to the vendor every time, which saves you a surprising amount of time over the long haul. So once you have all your stations in your house placed, you can go ahead and go to the bench that's appropriate for the gear you're trying to enhance. Make sure you have the materials. If you are short on materials from the dungeons or arenas, go ahead and go to the armor smith or the weaponsmith, and you'll be able to go ahead and buy those with action coins. And then you go ahead back to your station, enhance it, take it slow, enjoy it, and have fun, guys, and best of luck to you with your enhancement. Before I go, I just want to announce that they just opened up another server on Europe, and the game is doing very well. We're getting new players, making new highs. Player retention is at its highest, and more people are joining all the time. So kudos to the team. I'm very happy that the game is doing well. And if you want to learn more about the game or you like watching Clan Wars, come on by and visit me at the Hidden Dagger Inn on Twitch, and we can just talk about the game and we can learn it together. Thank you all for watching, and as always, may your caravans find safe passage. Take care all.